What's going on, everyone? Wildcat here, bringing you a team builder video showing off my team for a recent VGC tournament I was part of. So, recently, the country of Trinidad and Tobago became sanctioned to hold VGC events for points. So the store that got the sanction was MP Collectibles in Trinidad and Tobago, and we had our first Pokemon VGC challenge on the 13th of July 2024. So, and I actually won that tournament, so I'm the first person in Trinidad to win a sanctioned Pokemon tournament. So I'm here showing off the team that I used for that tournament. So first up we have a Chien-Pao here. I used a Focus Sash one with a Ghost type because I tried to compensate for any fighting type attacks, as it has a glaring fighting type weakness, 4 times fighting type weakness, max attack, max speed, jolly nature, with Ice Spinner to get rid of terrains, Psychic Fangs to get rid of screens, a Sacred Sword in case there was any Duraludons with the stamina setup, or anything that wanted to set up defensively. Could take it out easily with that. And Sucker Punch just for the priority kills. Sacred Sword didn't really come into play. Psychic Fangs did to remove screens for one of the battles, so it was pretty overall decent. Chien-Pao was useful for the battles. Next up we have a Sableye here. Sableye is not really a Pokemon that you see a lot of in VGC now, ever since Megas were out. A lot of people used to use Mega Sableye for Magic Bounce. But with this set, I have a Prankster Sableye with leftovers, and its EV spread, as you could see, I went even with its defensives max HP, just because I wanted to be able to take hits a little better. Its stats aren't that great, but it took hits pretty good. I actually was able to get off a Metal Burst against Lunala, almost KOing it, but took it down from full health to red, and that was pretty helpful. The Will-O-Wisp Prankster is really good, especially if you're going against Calyrex Ice Rider that isn't Fire Terror or hasn't Fire Terrored for some reason. Recover for sustainability, and I had Nightshade on this because it's not really going to be doing crazy amounts of damage, so set 50 damage isn't bad, all things considering. Then we have Sceptile here. Sceptile did a lot actually with its Power Herb Unburden. As you could see, I used it on the Sun Task Guard to prevent priority. Giga Drain, Solar Beam came in a lot to trigger the Power Herb. Then under the sunlight I could just spam unlimited Solar Beams. This is Modest Nature, so it has the max possible special attack, and with the Unburden boost it doesn't lose anything for its speed. Sceptile is really fast on a whole, can't be spored. I have a Flying Terror type just to avoid weaknesses where needed. Didn't come into play for the tournament, but would be something useful to have. And Endeavor, in case its HP gets down low, you could always Endeavor and have someone finish it off. It's for like really bulky setup mons as well. Next up we have Gouging Fire. So Gouging Fire is one of the recently added Pokemon, and it worked well with the sun because it has the photosynthesis ability. So we have Burning Bulwark, which is the Fire Protect. So if anyone makes contact, they get burned, which is pretty useful. Dragon Claw and Flare Blitz for damage, Reversal with a Fighting Terror type. I was hoping that would come into play, but didn't really have much need to use it. But Reversal would have been pretty good to have to knock out this stuff. I did end up getting hit with a Fairy type move to get one shot in one of the matches, so I didn't really have to use it. I use Flare Blitz on Dragon Claw most of the time. So yeah, but I'm thinking that a Dragon Dance set for this thing could be pretty decent. Moving along to the Fluttermane. So for Fluttermane here, we have a Wise Glasses on it because we didn't have booster energy on any of these things because we would like to make use of the sun from the Groudon, as you can see, as the last mon in the team. So instead I had Wise Glasses because I didn't want to have to commit to choice specs, so the 10% increase would have helped. So went Moonblast over Dazzling Gleam. It's situational. I know usually some Fluttermanes run both Moonblast and Dazzling Gleam, but for what I wanted to pull off here, I didn't have the space in the moveset because I had Protect and Perish Song. Perish Song was something that I got to use for someone who was setting up a lot of evasion, because Perish Song doesn't follow, you know, evasion. Everyone gets hit by it unless you could block song-based moves. So it's basically special attack, speed, just a hard-hitting Fluttermane here, fast and hard-hitting. And then we have the MVP of the team, which is the Groudon. Groudon with the Fairy Terra typing. I really built this thing to try and counter Miraidon a bit, and also physical attackers because it's Rocky Helmet, max HP, max attack to hit really hard because Precipice Blades hits both Pokemon and does 120 damage. Had Heat Crash because it outweighs a lot of Pokemon and would do more damage in the sun. Body Press because it's highly defensive, and Fissure it actually hit 100% of the fissures used, and by 100% of the fissures used I mean I only used one fissure and actually managed to hit that. Video is up on my shorts on my channel, so be sure to check that out. It's 14 seconds long, not really anything too time consuming. So yeah, that's basically the team. Next month I will be doing another video because there is a official cup on the 24th of August. So I'll be showcasing my team for that as well as the placement. So I'm really hoping to go into that one strong with another first place win. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. If you have any recommendations or suggestions for what can be done with the team or any future teams, let me know. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.